Hello, and welcome back to the Truly Bedrock Recap. Another week down, and once again, the members have been delivering awesome streams, videos, and even some shorts.
Bloomin' heck, I say, bloomin' heck. Ooh.
Last week, we got end raiding, dragon fights, base building, and even Slack playing with the crafter.
Boom. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Is it really that simple?
My name is TF Brit, and as always, I'm joined by my good friend and co-host, Mr. Moff Gaming, also known as Kai. To keep up to date with all things Truly Bedrock, click that subscribe button and make sure to turn on notifications. Additionally, we're also on X now, where we share all posts made by the members and update you all when we release an episode. Okay, enough about us, let's get into this week's recap.
Moss starts this week with a plan to start moving over to his new industrial base area, but first teases the idea to start Moss's puppy mill.
Yeah, you'll have Moss's puppy mill, totally.
Yeah, that's a thought. Okay.
maybe not.
And then teams up with Addy to take on an ocean monument, where they have the most interesting method of breaking in that I've ever seen.
And light. There we go. It works, see? Look at that!
It totally works.
And then proceed to take on the monument with minimum effort.
Oh, you're already inside.
Yeah, he's dead. Ow, he hits hard.
Give us a template.
And then begin to find and block all the spawn spots. And you know, you can't go too long with at least a little bit of death.
Ow, 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 ow. No.
Oh.
But eventually, they do manage to get all the spawn spots blocked, and immediately moves on to designing his own iron farm. Once that's built, he finds a village and begins to move a couple of villagers into place. But as you might have guessed, it runs into typical villager problems.
No. Get... All right. No.
Before he finishes, leaves us on a cliffhanger to finish the farm the next time we see him.
Aladrium is ready to get down to business and plans to start this week finally obtaining a renewable source of food, and plans to do so by upgrading this tiny little pumpkin farm to trade with these villagers for an infinite supply of golden carrots. So starts off doing exactly that.
So the basic plan, build a large platform out over the ocean under the iron farm that the iron golems can't spawn on, line it with a whole bunch of mine carts and dirt, throw a bunch of pistons and observers on top of it, then AFK at it for a few hours and reap the rewards.
And after farming enough pumpkins to last the next 10 seasons, trades enough to get a few stacks of golden carrots, and then meets up with Addy to take on a trial chamber with some ominous potions.
Just dropping on our heads. Jeez, are you having fun down there?
No.
Okay, well, I'm having fun watching you. I distinctly remember this being so much harder when we were doing like all 19 of us.
I also distinctly remember it being harder that one time when you all multiplied the number of mobs and had no armor or weapons. They both managed to make it out alive and even found this cool music disc.
It's very Christmassy. You guys hear this?
And then finished up the start of this week with some incredible luck on an enchanting table.
Fortune 3 on our first pick with efficiency 4. And then Silk Touch. That's like the perfect set of rolls.
Addy begins by confessing that one of the 10 dogs delivered to Moss last week was an imposter. Before getting caught, swaps out the fake dog with the real one.
You, sir, are tricksy. You tricked me.
And then seeks out employment from the mischievous man himself, Sloy.
Hey, I'm a little afraid to ask, but I was wondering if you might need an intern.
Oh, you're doing the hire me thing.
Yeah,
Right,
the big sign. The big sign, yeah.
I've seen it in your videos. I forgot entirely. Oh my god. And that would be your task.
Wait.
Congratulations.
Wait.
I asked you to bring me this book. You brought me the book.
That's it? That's easy.
Do you want the fact?
Okay, yeah, I would love the fact. Yes, please.
And you know what? We'll give you this.
So, like, Your truly Bedrock fact for the day is that you don't have to do this.
What, really?
Yeah. Like, the whole thing is you run up to people, you go, oh wow, can you tell me something about truly Bedrock? Except you don't know. But like, dude, it's been, what, 2 weeks? Month? I don't know,
Right.
time is
Yeah.
illusion. But we added you to the server, because like we want you here on the server.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You keep showing up to people as if like you're this new guy intern, like you're here to fetch coffee. You have like some of the most impressive editing I've seen like in Minecraft Let's Plays.
Oh, why, thanks.
Like, we brought you here because you're kind of cool, and as a result, it's not that you treat everyone like, oh wow, you're just these legends, these like cool guys, like I watch on YouTube. We watch you on YouTube now too. Like, you are our equal. You are enough.
How heartwarming was that? You love to see it. And now that Addy is officially done with being an intern, now he seeks answers from the biggest mystery on the server so far.
Oh, before
Yeah.
you go in though, I do have a weird question for you. I found this the other day in your tower. Also, you know, Eladrum and I are really good friends. He also showed me where to find that as well.
So this one's is for chicken dumplings,
Chicken dumplings?
and this one's for beef stroganoff. What's
They're recipe books? I can't read
Yeah,
this.
it says 2 to 3 pound whole chicken, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 cup of chicken broth, 1 egg.
I'll have to take your word for that because I can't read it.
Skill issue.
Sloy really is a mysterious fellow. Anyway, after hearing the Sloy dumpling secret recipe, Addy decides to take a page out of Eladrium's book and begins working on a renewable source of food and experience.
From what I can only assume will be one of many Slack Lizard videos this week, he starts out not in front of his bamboo farm, but in front of potentially the first fully automatic chest farm ever made in Minecraft. He then appears as this weird blue hero brine thing. I'm guessing as part of the support for the blue crew like we saw with GeoGirl last week. Also, just before getting started on an iron farm, Slack heads out to a dark oak forest to collect some wood and leaves, when he stumbles upon the most heartbroken drowned you'll ever see.
Excuse me? Yes, I took it. You can have it back. Okay, fine. Go to the water. Go pout somewhere else then. No, I don't want it. You can't give it to him now.
After stealing the one thing this drowned loved more than anything else in the world, Slack then traps it in a box and gives him a very fitting name.
Leave me alone. You just stay here.
And then after collecting a few beds, is ready to finally get started on the iron farm that he mentioned at the start of the video. Right?
Water, and water. Lights, leaves, building blocks, lava, hoppers, with chest, fence gates. I know something else we need. We need food.
You know that Slack, always busy doing something. Speaking of, even though he's not an intern like Addy, Liara starts this week by hiring Slack for his redstone expertise.
I want one of those doors where you drop in a diamond and it pops the door open. I was planning on just like an iron door. Pops the door open and lets you in. And then it spits back, or well, I want to do it not just with the diamond. I want to also do it with a pass. So I'm going to have two different hoppers to drop it into, so that the filters are simpler. But so one will be put a diamond for a single one, and one will be a pass that'll spit back out on the other side.
And when do you need this by?
I mean, the sooner the better, but it's not an immediate thing. It doesn't have to happen right this second.
Afterwards, Smurf comes by and completely buys all of the iron that Liara has in stock.
So I'm thinking, obviously, because I'm buying like a huge amount, maybe 2 stacks.
I think we can work with that. Yep, I think that sounds good.
Awesome. Well, I don't know if you know, but I've been doing quite a lot of digging in my base, so I've naturally been finding quite a lot of diamonds.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad that works out for you.
2 stacks of diamonds for an entire shulker of iron blocks. Either Smurf is the greatest con man in the world, or Liara is the most generous person in the world. Anyway, after being robbed of all of her iron, Liara shows us a long-lost tradition she's bringing back for Season 6.
Which the instructions I have left are short and simple. Welcome to the Comment Library. This is a place to showcase comments and questions from your videos and chat. You can also read through comments others have added to their books.
The comment library sounds very interesting. Hopefully we can make it in there one day. But for now, let's just sit back and admire Liara's amazing starter base.
I intended to time-lapse the place, but yeah, my OBS on Titan's computer had something else to say about it.
What is it with everyone's recording software taking naps on this server? Anyway, Liara and Sloy team up to go into a trial chamber and collect a bog skeleton and bring it back to the surface and make their way into Sloy's super secret underground log shop, and then end off with a nice view of the starter base lighthouse.
Zloy is actually next on the list and starts off back at his super secret underground log shop, but quickly makes his way out to a mangrove forest in search of a bogged skeleton, but of course, luck is not in his favor.
Oh, and he blew up. Wonderful. Back to harvesting mangrove, I guess.
And then just as we saw a few moments ago, teams up with Liara to collect a bog and bring it to a shop.
Bye!
And then proceeds to literally put the bog in a soup.
And now the finishing touch. There we go. The bogged has become the souped.
And he even gives it his own storyline.
So here's the gist of it. You discover these boys just kind of chilling, and you figure out that the reason it's not borshin right is because, well, it needs to be red. So you throw in the beetroot, get a ding, and get a piece of dubious soup out of the dropper.
And then while digging out more of the sewer, hints at possibly adding our Smurf wanted poster from week 1 into the game as map art. I have never been more excited than I am right now. I hope to see this actually happen in the near future.
That would be truly awesome. Anyway, let's continue as there's loads more videos this week. Slackler's now, and his goal for episode 10 is to make an iron farm. He begins by gathering up enough food for 20 villagers and then realizes he has no string for making scaffolding.
I just have no string. There's no string in there, is there? Not one string. Not one string. Not one string. What's the ratio on scaffolding? Okay, it's actually a pretty good ratio. You don't need a lot of string, do you? You only need like 1 string per and you get 6. Oh, that's really good. All right, we'll get enough scaffolding out of this. We just got to sit here for a minute. All right, I shouldn't need more than that.
With the scaffolding made and all the resources safely in his shulker boxes, he begins to build his iron farm and quickly realizes he's forgotten something.
Can anybody tell me what I forgot? Anybody want to guess? Forgot glass. I forgot glass. Give me the rest of that. Thank you. And then you can have that. Okay, go. We don't need much. We just need a little bit.
Glass acquired, we're back at the build. While we wait for the villagers to grow up, he visits Liara to be hired for the Redstone members door job we saw earlier. He then ends his episode showing us a completed iron farm and a healthy shulker box of iron blocks. Good job, Slack.
Alien starts off by showing off his brand new set of netherite gear, and then takes a moment to notice the prank from Zloy, and of course immediately knows the reference. After confirming how oblivious Smurf is to his own culture, Alien heads out to the Nether in search of a magma cube farm to get started on the goal of this video, a froglight farm.
So if you're unaware of how this mechanic works, basically you have a frog and there are 3 different frogs depending on the biome it is born in. It will then eat the baby magma cubes and get you a froglight. Again, the color of the froglight depends on the color of the frog, which depends on the biome it was born in. And after pretty much an entire day of designing, we now have ourselves a fully designed froglight farm.
And after some quick testing, is back on the server building the farm in survival. And after collecting a decent inventory, heads to the shopping area to build his first shop. Then Alien meets up with Addy to insult a fellow shop owner and set up some market competition.
5 diamonds for a shulker box. Come on now.
What do you have? What do you have? Oh, you're doing a pop-up shop?
Actually, we'll do... What do you think? 2 or 3 diamonds?
3 diamonds is already almost half price. So
3 diamonds. equal, we'll draw on a new line, 1 shulker bugs.
And after a gas cooked up some fried frog legs, Alien quickly finds some replacements, gets them back in the farm, and that's it from Alien at the moment.
On to Genfire now, who starts her episode thanking all of her subscribers for helping her reach 1k.
Finally, after 3 years at 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. That's a milestone. I am so excited.
Congratulations, Jen. It's very well deserved. She starts this week's episode by digging out the perimeter for the nether hub, and the bacon wasn't making it easy.
Stop! Get away! He very nearly got me then. More angry bacon.
And even makes the mistake of hitting an enderman.
Uh-oh. That was a mistake. No!
She then meets her Slack, and we find out she met her unfortunate demise to an endermite.
I was just flying back from talking and dealing with Liara, and I see Genfire was slain by an endermite.
Yeah. See, the thing is, yeah. This.
There's a.
Oh, it's
What
back.
are you
Get
doing?
it. Where'd it go? Did you kill it?
She then reveals that her wings unfortunately kept breaking as she doesn't have unbreaking on them. Sadly, Silent is the only one with an unbreaking villager, right?
I think Silent has unbreaking. But...
You know, had you just boated over here, you'll see there's a new structure up in the sky over there.
And being the awesome husband that he is, levels the villager up and gets Jen her unbreaking free book. Good job, Slack. Wings repaired, Jen explains to Slack why she was there in the first place, and this wasn't the reaction she expected.
The reason I broke my wings is I was actually building a farm of my own. What?
Nothing. Building the farm, huh?
She then meets up with Addy, and we will see more of their exploring of Sloy's secret area next. But Jen does in fact get the round and copper farm built.
Good job, Jen, and congratulations again on 1,000 subscribers and your wedding. Moving on to Addy, who starts off by obtaining a mending book in exchange for a bow, and after mending his wings, puts together a much-deserved flying montage. And then get started building a very interesting beef and leather farm.
All I gotta do is sit up here, AFK, holding the wheat. As I go back and forth, the mushrooms will spawn, and, you know, they'll just run after me. See? Look at that.
And then heads to the shopping area and picks a very interesting location for his shop.
So looking around, I think my only option, unfortunately, is here. What do you think? Do you think he'll mind? At least I hope he doesn't, because I already built it.
A shop on the side of a shop over top of a super secret shop. I love it. Just as he finishes up, Jen shows up to admire his new shop.
I didn't ask Sloy if I can put it on the side of his shop. I don't think he'll mind. Do you think he'll mind?
I don't think he'll mind. I mean, it was a big empty space. Well, wow, that's the big skull. No, he's not gonna mind that at all. He loves skulls.
Oh, good.
And then he shows Jen a camel and sniffer he brought to what he calls her camel sniffer dragon base. Does this mean that he's also going to be delivering a dragon? And then finishes up this video discovering the super secret shop, just as we saw from Jen a few minutes earlier.
Oh, go in.
Oh, there it is. There's my book. Okay. How did you get here? Oh, look at them. They have little sayings.
Slack is back for the third time this week, back at the witch farm to collect some gunpowder to restock the rocket shop. Let's see if he manages to get sidetracked in this video, as he somehow always manages to do in these videos.
Before we go and actually restock the rocket shop, I have the AFK account up here at the iron farm, and we need to see if this is overflowing or not. Boom. Now, to the rocket shop. Yeah, no, we can't go this way yet. We need sugarcane. Okay, 1 shulker of that should be plenty. While we're here, we need to check this.
He does eventually make it to the rocket shop and fully restocks. Then Slack is back at the iron farm and gets to work on some improved storage.
We need a comparator to go there. We need a block against that. We need a lever going there, and then that. And that should be our shulker loader part.
And lastly, Slack implements his new favourite block, the crafter, to automatically craft iron blocks.
Boom, boom, boom. That should be done now. We should be able to watch this just cycle in one at a time here. These things are epic. I absolutely love these things.
And with the power of what appears to be the Infinity Stones, snaps his finger and in the blink of an eye has all the space for his mega sorter.
Oh, this has now been dug out.
Then Slack heads to the shopping area to build the special door for Liara we saw him hired for earlier. And to avoid a very complex redstone explanation, we're just going to show you the purchase of the first membership.
Now, speaking of service, what's the price of this store pass?
They are 32 diamonds.
32 diamonds. 30. I got 28.
Let's make it 16 since he helped me out with the with building. How's that sound?
That sounds like a plan. There you go. Have some diamonds. Ooh.
There's the first pass.
Well, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that.
And of course, Slack can't leave the shopping area without being nearly sold out.
We can't keep this thing stocked. We just can't keep this thing stocked. You know what? We're gonna have to deal with that.
Liara's shop is quite popular this week as Plot starts his week at Liara's shop. But since her shop excludes armor-based books, Plod makes his way back to his base where he's in the process of making his own version of an Iron Farm Trading Hall combo. He starts by moving some villagers, puts them in their trading stalls, and already has golem spawns and a decent collection. And he gets himself a few librarians and the books for his gear. And just like that, has himself a full set of enchanted, invisible diamond gear. Now it's basically impossible for him to die, right? Surprisingly enough, I think that was the first death that we've seen this week. Anyways, he then fortunes all of his diamonds, and with his abundance of wealth, heads to the shopping area to buy some wings and rockets. And ends off with his first flight of the season. Superman?
Smurf is also back this week and starts off by digging a 50 by 50 area of deep slate all the way down to bedrock level. And then gets a floor in place, builds way more hoppers than you're ever going to need, fills the room with chests, on chests, on chests, covers them in enough hoppers to fry even NASA's strongest computer, and then gets to work getting the item sorter in place. Just like that, has the first fully automatic sorting system on the server complete. And leaves us all with a few ideas for future projects to go into this mega hole.
Because I am going to have loads of different floors to this base, not just the top floor, which is the storage system. I'm hopefully going to have a bunch of cool farms and other useful things down here.
Sloy is back again with some super sneaky plans.
Okay, now that the cops are gone, no. Today we are expanding the black market project to the scale it has never seen before.
He starts by attempting to turn a zombie into a wandering trader.
Oh no. I don't think it works the way I want it.
And then finds that someone brought him some fresh borscht to go with the merchant's failed attempt. And then starts to plan multiple entrances into the black market.
I want one of the entrance points into the sewers to obviously be in my basement because I want a convenient way of getting there. And then also we need to go and have another one under the bridge. Then the sewers need to spread all the way through this road to this here point, to this here point, and then maybe not even go through Liara's area, because Liara's area actually has its own basement.
Afterwards, he gets started digging out the sewers. While digging out the sewers, Sloy finds a zombie spawner, which he can not only use to staff his market, but also spoke of potential enemies lurking about for the shoppers to battle.
Oh wow, if I did this on purpose, it would have been so smart of me.
And on his way to mend his tools, learns about Liara's changes to her shop.
Oh, this can't be good. 1 diamond per visit or use your season pass. Ha! Well, look who's not allergic to making money all of a sudden.
And after some discussion becomes the second player that we've seen this week purchase a membership. Then, in a creative world, breaks down his plans for the hungry, starving zombie, who will be fed the borscht.
And Viola, these skeletons have been dispensed. Zombie heads. So now not only don't they burn in the sun, but also they look like a zombie who hasn't been fed for 50 years. The problem is that to get a zombie head in survival, I will need to get a charged creeper, which can only be accomplished when a creeper gets struck by lightning, to blow up a zombie that is standing nearby. And obviously to do that, I need, you know, the thunderstorm weather.
Back on the server, Sloy quickly gets distracted by the fact that you can now apparently name boats in Minecraft.
Oh no! Hold on a second. Since when is this a thing? Bote. Since when is this a thing? I never knew!
Boats aside, Sloy decides to celebrate Opposites Day by redesigning droppers, but with the goal of hitting as many blocks as possible to make your way into the super secret sewers, and then takes a break to meet up with Eladrium, who appears to be building one of the most beautiful buildings I've ever seen in my life.
So, what you building there?
Well, it was going to be a movie theater, and then I decided that no one here watches movies, so it's going to be a bookshop instead.
Because you assume that anyone here has read a book. Yeah, what kind of books are you selling?
Every book. Books you can read, books you can write in, books you can bathe in. Books you can bathe in.
He then ends the week discovering the additions made to his log shop.
This is not what the log shop used to look like last I checked. Yeah, how long have these decorations been there, and also is it Halloween all of a sudden?
Moss is back for a second time this week and is back at the Iron Farm with all 40 villagers in place, and begins locking in their trades, and then meets up with the Ladrium for a special trade.
I wanted to know if you had something special you'd be willing to trade for bread.
Well, let me see what I have here. I mean, I have these, and I have some beetroot seed. You can plant some beetroot and get a whole lot of beetroot.
I do see that you have a smithing template on your wall. Would I be able to maybe get a copy of that? Is that one of the new ones?
That's one of the new ones. Oh, a copy?
Yeah, could I get a copy of that for bread?
Sure. I mean, do I need to make it? Come on. There we go. Come to Papa. All right, there you go.
All right, so here is a whole bunch of bread for you.
So I just bought bread.
For 9 diamonds.
For 9 diamonds.
I hope that bread's made of gold. Anyways, Moss moves on and begins building a skeleton farm. He then shows us the finished product.
So here's the AFK spot. It's perfect. We already got, it should be like 3 skeletons. Down here. Let's see how many we get. 2, 3. And you can see how fast they get killed.
Afterwards, Moss makes his way out to Eladrium's base to get his hands on some pumpkins.
In exchange for a shulker box and an IOU for later, you can have this now.
An IOU?
How does that sound?
I mean, that sounds fine. I mean, obviously.
I've never cashed an IOU ever on anyone, so that's probably the best deal you're ever going to get, huh?
That was actually a pretty good deal. Anyway, Moss is back at his base again, rolling villagers for more trades. And after he gets all the trades he wants, sends them off to be zombified and cured. And then takes a step back to his Myra's build, as everyone should do from time to time. And then heads to the Nether to help Jade recover her gear stolen by a pigman.
Oh wait, you're not dead yet. Okay, there's your pants.
And while he's supposed to be there to save the day, ends up having some of his own struggles along the way.
Don't look at him.
No, I've got a hoglin following me.
And then suddenly, the roles are reversed as Jade guards his gear until he returns.
Speaking of Jade, she closes out this week by first admiring the growth at spawn, and then explains to her viewers how to get to the end, kill the dragon, and the benefits of doing so.
The first step to getting to the dragon is to find the fortress. The only way to really find the fortress without digging a million miles is to have an Eye of Ender. How do you get the Eye of Ender? Ender pearls and blaze rods. We take our Eyes of Ender, we huck it. You follow it in the direction that it points. Easy access to the stronghold is gonna be under the well. Find this room. You have to fill each one of those blank spots with one of these Eyes of Ender. There we go. Your portal to doom This is that fine creature.
That was a very well put together explanation. Jade then shows her perspective of the group of TV members who banded together to kill their own dragons, and then sends us off demonstrating the benefits of exploring the end.
Woohoo! Up, up, and away, and you can see all the crazy stuff that's going on TB.
And there you have it. Another week come and gone. Many, many collabs, super secret sewers, beautiful builds, and a record low deaths. About what you'd expect from this group, and we love coming back and watching the server grow more and more each week. Remember, you can stay caught up on all the shenanigans right here on the recap, your one-stop shop for all things truly Bedrock each week. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single moment. But that'll be it for this week, and we'll see you all in 7 days time.